Do any of your kids have the same passions for the environment that you have?
Yes, actually, I'm proud to say all three of them. In different ways. I have a 16-year-old son, and I have a 13-year-old son, and I have an 11-year-old daughter. And all of them are nature lovers in one way or another. I mean, my oldest son loves to trail run. He loves to, spend time outdoors, and he's a sciencey sort of kid. He's also a little artistic, so we're still trying to figure out what he's going to do. But he definitely wants to do something in the science field, whether it's chemistry, biology, but he wants to make a difference somehow in the world. My middle son he'd be glad if I said he's kind of a hippie. He's, he wears rope sandals and talks about, people destroying the environment, and, he's definitely, he's the kid who wants to live with as little traps as possible. He talks about not having a car, and that's not how we live. I mean, we have a car, we have a house, and I don't sit around and talk about they come to my work, and we have conversations in the car, and when we're watching shows, and when we're out hiking, and it's not like I'm sitting around talking about environmentalism all the time, because I don't. I mean, I live it every day, and they see that. And my daughter, surprisingly, she's like kind of like her mom. She's a girly girl. I mean, she's does her nails all the time, but she's also willing to go out and get dirty. And she, as an animal lover, she's got the natural sort of wants to take care of things. And when people ask her what she wants to do, she said, I don't know, something with nature. So they all got it. And that's not always the case. Sometimes if you do something and you love it, and that your kids might turn out to be the opposite. My kids might end up going into business, horrors.
It's pretty awesome, though. I mean, I've met people at Elmira, and they're like, oh, I hate nature. I'm like, how can you hate nature?
That is what sustains you as a human, as an animal, as a part of it. That's, yeah. But, again, I think it's based on ignorance. Because people who are exposed, I've never met anybody, a child or an adult, that you take out into nature, you show them an owl close up, that they say, oh, that's horrible. Hate that. It's just, you have to expose them to it in the right way and be positive about it.
When we were growing up, in our kitchen is the back of our house. We've got a big picture window. And so on the stand right next to the window is where we kept the bird books and the binoculars. And we had bird feeders and everything. And I lived in the country. We had a huge backyard. There were woods. We went outside all the time. There was a creek. We grew up catching frogs and snakes and little critters.
Yeah, that's what makes environmentalists, I think. And I think the people who do live in the country tend to have more of a environmental ethic, whether they know it or not. It's the city dwellers, and it's not all. There's city dwellers that are probably some of the best environmentalists, but it's definitely just the whole, Richard Louve's Last Child in the Woods, that sort of, we've moved indoors. People have moved indoors because all the stuff that we like is indoors. Our computers, our phones, our video games, even our books, the Kindle, it's hard to take a Kindle outside because it doesn't have a light, and so I don't know. There's lots of things that are keeping people from connecting with nature, unfortunately. So we try to remedy that. Yeah.
Is there anything you think we might have missed that we just don't realize we should ask you?
That's a very intelligent question. No, I think you guys pretty much covered my world in how many minutes?
23 and a half.
Wow, that's pretty good. Although it makes me think I should be doing more.
I do have one question. If you could work with any animal, from anywhere, what would it be?
Well, I haven't been a lot of places, so there's lots of things that I probably don't even know exist, so I can't talk about those. If I could work with any animal anywhere. It's not something that I haven't worked with.
It could be something you worked with before that you really enjoyed, or something that you always wanted to work with.
I think that again, I'm the bird person. So we have 2 owls and a hawk here at Tanglewood. And I would like to get a falcon, but I've worked with falcons before. But at the Virginia Living Museum where I worked, we had eagles. I would really love an eagle. Whether it's a bald eagle or a golden eagle, they are just, I've seen people who do programs with birds that have, because we do, we wear a glove and put the birds on our arms, and, having a gigantic eagle on my arm would be pretty awesome.
Have you ever been to the Iroquois reservation with the park there?
Montezuma?
No, Iroquois.
No?
It's the opposite direction. It's by Batavia, a little bit north of Batavia. But they have an eagle outlook there.
Oh, do they?
Yeah.
Yeah, they have one at Montezuma too. And we have eagles here. I see eagles fly over Tanglewood.
I grew up half an hour from Iroquois, so we were there a lot, and they always do their nature days and all that kind of stuff. But
yeah, and the eagle's a beautiful story.
Yeah.
That's a story of where humans have done a really good job doing the right thing, and they're back, and you get to see them, at least around here. I see them regularly, and it's really exciting. You never get tired of seeing an eagle. So, but no, I think that probably an eagle would be my. And I really want to go places, but I'm waiting to raise my kids, because my whole life is Tanglewood, and then I go home and I have, I'm remarried, so I have 5 kids total. So my life is their life right now. So I've got, I think about, I just cut out a couple things about Belize yesterday. I haven't been anywhere outside of the U.S., Canada, if that counts. But so, I think into the future, I want to travel and see plants and animals before they're gone.
Yeah.